We left off with the bucket tutorial repo, that S3 bucket. We've only granted read-only access across all S3 buckets and resources permitted by that policy. Not only this bucket, but every bucket in our account. So we can look around all we want, but we can't upload. But we're going to try anyways. Add files. Pick a file, and then click on Upload, bottom right. And it says Upload failed. Let's fix that. On the left-hand side, under the admin, we're going to go to IAM. So if you're not there, go to the search, type in IAM. Let's go down to the groups. So group S3 partial access is the one we want to modify. So click on that. We have one user in this group, and the group has policies attached. Let's go to permissions. You remember it's got the read-only access. Let's add an inline policy. Boom. Create inline policy here. It starts off with the visual editor, and you can poke around at it, but we're going to use JSON direct. It becomes a rabbit hole of stuff to click on, 27, 57. I'm not messing with that. Let's go to JSON and do it the old-fashioned way. Here's where we're going to add the permissions. You have to know the permission API names to call them out, and you'll learn these as you go. These brackets are useful if you want to put more than one action in there. You can do it separated by a comma. So for example, we'll do S3 colon PutObject inside of that. I think the brackets are fine. You can, like I said, you can put a comma here and then add more actions. I left them in there just for demonstration purposes, but you normally don't need them if you only have one string inside there. So the resource we want to add is a very specific bucket. So we'll go ARN colon AWS S3 colon colon colon, and then the bucket name is on the right hand side. We have to look it up. So let's look up S3, go back in there. We have general purpose buckets, bucket tutorial repo, under properties. I know I'm going fast, but this should be, yeah, we got it right here. So I'm just going to copy that whole thing and we'll paste it in here. So this is good because you want to start practicing giving the least privilege. I could have given you access to upload to any bucket whatsoever. And to do that, I would have done a */*. However, the least privileged method is what you want to get accustomed to. I want to harden this concept that you can take actions on the entire bucket, and then there's also a way to take actions on objects in the bucket. So there's a distinction, and it matters. I could see how it can be confusing because when you're talking about buckets, you might be thinking about the stuff in the bucket, but a bucket is the entire container. The objects are in the bucket. So when you're allowing actions to occur, make sure you have the correct concept in mind. Anyways, long story short, let's name this. Oh, and we have to name this statement as well. Instead of statement 1, let's name it something like S3 upload tutorial repo demo. And it looks like I have some sort of error. I wonder what that is. This is syntax highlighting. I don't know if I'm allowed to have can't have hyphens. No hyphens. Got it. Click on next. And let's give this policy a name. Similar thing, S3 upload demo. Create the policy. Boom, you see it. So this policy is it's a permission that is inside of this group, or the group has this permission, and I'm a user that's in this group, so therefore I inherit the permissions. Let's check that. We can go to users, and we'll start with user S3, click on it, and see, hey, look at the permissions I have. Look at the policies that are attached to this group that I'm in. All right, so now we should have uploadability. Let's check it. Click on general purpose buckets again. Let's go to your bucket tutorial repo. Click on upload once again. Add files. This time you get to see what this picture is. Oh no, that's the same picture as last time. Let's do a different one. Oh, that's a good one too. We'll just do that one. A lot of pictures with my dog. Ollie, that's his name. And then click on upload. No, it failed. It failed. What went wrong? Oh, go back to the left-hand side. Let's edit this. Look at this. I made a crucial mistake. I didn't put a /. Let's edit this. Good lesson right here. So we're going to edit it, and you saw there was an edit button right there. When I said, here's the resource, I gave it access to the actual bucket, but not the objects in the bucket. So that's why we need the star to indicate, hey, you have access to the objects in the bucket. Let's just try that. Save those changes. Hopefully it propagates quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh. I bet it's that quick. Let's try it. Add files. Once again, this is a good lesson though. Even I make mistakes during tutorials. Boom, that one worked just like that. Now we don't want that. Let's delete it. I don't know which one it was. Just delete one. Delete. And guess what? We have to type in permanently delete. And guess what? It's not going to work. I'm just showing you that we still don't have delete privileges. So that's fine. That's the end of this lesson. Now you can upload, which is cool because I'll show you some cool stuff in the next tutorial. So stick around.